Rainy days are a great day to get stuff done. I just spent all day in a Dunkin' Donuts in Kingston, New York. I came to the Catskills the other day to do some hiking and stuff, but like I said, it has been overcast and rainy all day long. I can't do anything. I spent 6 hours uploading and editing today's video. I'm ready to get the heck out of here. I'm sure the staff is wondering what's wrong with me. I got some stuff I need to do while I'm in a city. My shoes got utterly destroyed on the trail yesterday. There's a Dick's Sporting Goods. I'm gonna go down there, get a pair there. I want to get some more food. I have run out of my cooked meal prep stuff. Try to do another meal prep tonight. Might as well. I can't go outside. And then I need to find a place to sleep. I might stealth camp right here in Kingston somewhere. We'll see. Let's get the day going. My solar panels have been a game changer, but they barely work on overcast days. They're sucking in 0.3 amps right now at 12 volts of power. So like I said, there's a Dick's Sporting Goods up the street. There's a couple other shoe stores, but they're closed because it's a holiday. So let's see if I can get something. I have nothing to wear besides sandals right now. Looks like this Dick's is in a mall. It's got the craziest road layout. Like, I couldn't figure out how to get into the place, but that's good. I hope the mall's open. A mall is a great place to walk around, you know, when it's rainy out and you're living in a vehicle. You need to stretch your legs somewhere. This is the brand I had before. I like them. They're great for running, hiking, pretty much everything. I think this is the exact shoe I had before. Well, if I could, I would buy, again, the same exact shoe, but it's one of those places. They have all their sizes out on the shelves, and they don't have my size. Actually, the only size they have here in a Brooks is this blue one. I've never had a blue shoe before, but it does fit perfectly. I ended up getting the black in a different model. I didn't like the blue. This brand is the best shoe brand I've ever had. Even though it disintegrated within a year, like every shoe I've ever had has disintegrated in a year. This one put up with like jogging. It was my gym shoe. It was my hiking shoe. It was everything. Look at this cool Sprinter van right there. Yeah, that's slightly longer than mine. They have some nice wheels, some nice mods. Big old carrying case on the roof. I wonder what the clearance of something like that is. I built this shoe rack case with exactly 7 rooms, whatever, vacancies, for exactly 7 different types of shoes. I had to downsize a lot of footwear when I moved in the van. Threw away a lot of everything. That means everything on here has exactly one function. I have water shoes, I have slippers, I have dress shoes, sandals, winter boots. These sandals, I guess I have 2 sandals, fair enough. But that means when one thing fails, I have no backup. It was kind of uncomfortable walking around in sandals this morning because it is wet and cold outside. My socks were wet and it's freezing. I don't know how it got so cold so fast. Right now, I kind of don't know what to do with myself. I don't think I want to cook tonight just because I do have 1 meal left and I don't know. I'm not feeling so good right now. Okay, so abrupt detour. There was a Planet Fitness just a stone's throw from where I just was at that Dick's Sporting Goods. I sure hope they're open because a good workout is like the ultimate pick-me-up for when I'm feeling down. A gloomy day like this is a good day to feel down. I think the gym membership is the most important thing in my van life, honestly. It gives me like everything I need, including something to do for when I'm feeling really low and homeless like I am right now. Alright, I'll tell you what's on my mind. Someone made a comment in a recent video, said, "Hope one day you experience real van life." I have no idea what the heck that means or if he was just trolling. Just so it's clear, I've lived full-time in my van for over 3 years now. I don't have a home. I barely have an address. Like, even that is tentative right now. I'm struggling a lot here sometimes, you know. I try to be happy for you all. I don't know. It just really got under my skin. That's why I don't read YouTube comments sometimes. I'm gonna hop in there, work out. I sure hope it's open. Today is technically a holiday. They might be closed. We'll find out. I put these shoes to the test. I probably took all years of their life off of them just now, but they feel great. I feel like I'm floating. I love this brand, Brooks. They're not sponsoring me or anything. I like this Planet Fitness too, except the men's locker room has the most confusing layout that I've ever been in. I'm gonna try to sketch it out, show you what I'm talking about when I get back to the van. Yeah, it was like being in a hall of mirrors in like a carnival or something. While I was in there on the treadmill, I had the misfortune of reading the comments on my last video about the night vision goggles. People hated it. They tore me apart. Oh my God. They said I was promoting being a peeping Tom. I can see how it came across that way now. And I apologize. I wish I had someone reviewing my videos before I put them out. You know what I mean? Let me explain the method to my madness, though, just so you know I'm not crazy, why I did that video. And also add some counterpoints to what was said in the comments. So a sponsor wrote me an email, as they often do. They'll send you one of their products. You can do a video about it, whether you like it, whether you don't like it. Sometimes I don't like it and I tear them apart. But this sponsor wrote me. They had night vision goggles. I wasn't actively searching for them. I didn't even know you could get those now if you're not in the military, but apparently they're on Amazon. Anyway, they would send me one. I thought, sure, that's cool. I'll do a video about it. It had some constraints to the video. I had to demonstrate using it during the night, even though I'm in the city on moving objects. I had to have the phrase night vision in the title. I had to have the logo on the thumbnail. There are some other constraints to the thing. So I got the goggles. I'm in Boston. I'm thinking, what can I actually record with these things? There's pretty much only 3 things moving around at night, and you want to have a subject that's moving for your video. Otherwise, it's just photography. So I could record animals. I could record people, or I could record cars. Well, I couldn't record cars because they have lights on them, and the way the night vision binoculars work, it has to be a completely dark object or it'll overexpose. Animals, I did try looking around for anything in the night. There's an occasional rabbit or something, but I'm not waiting around all night just for one raccoon to show up, you know? I have other things I want to do with my night. So I'm all right, I guess I'll record people, because I was tired, it was late, and it was just number 3 on my list of things that move around during the night. So if you watch the video, first of all, I found it really hard to find anything dark enough to exploit those goggles to the fullest. They're a cool toy, but I didn't find any people. I did not record any people. I didn't even record animals. I think I got pavement and some grass. So, first of all, I did not do any peeping Tom. As for the peeping Tom accusations, for that you need to get right up against the window. For those, they're binoculars. I could watch from far away, from a public place. Also, if you live in an apartment and you have those big, floor-to-ceiling windows, you might want to put blinds up, alright? I'm just saying, it's not all me. Anyway, I'm sorry for promoting peeping Tom hood. I don't think I was doing that. I actually took that video down. I told the sponsor, I don't know. Actually, I didn't even tell them. They emailed me. I'm afraid to read the email. But, I don't know what the use case for night vision goggles for a van dweller like me is, now that I think about it. If you have any use case for something like that for van life, put it in the comments below. Maybe there isn't one. I feel like I was set up in this predicament. Anyway, my lights are going off. I just want to clear the air of all of that stuff. I won't be using the night vision goggles anymore. Even though they're cool, they work, Perhaps you guys have a use for them. I don't know. It's just, oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading all of that. I took the video down. The sponsor should be happy. 99% of views for a video come in the 48 hours. First 48 hours. I left it up for 48 hours. Anyway, I gotta continue with the night. I gotta figure out where I'm sleeping here. There's a Walmart down the street there. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try. It's actually kind of nice out. All the rain has stopped. I thought it would continue all night long and yesterday. And tomorrow. So tomorrow I might do something too. Right now, I'm gonna get out of here. I guess I'm gonna go over to that Walmart. I need to buy a few things inside too, so let's do that. I said the men's locker room at that Planet Fitness was the most labyrinthine place I've ever been. So is the parking lot. This Planet Fitness, it's in a complex of, like, you know, strip malls and stuff. And I don't know if I'm on a road or on a dead end. This looks like a dead end. I am confused as hell. But anyway, I'm gonna try to go to a gas station. Yeah, this was a dead end. I just have to, like, turn around now. But there's a Stewart's shop up the street. I want to go to a gas station. Yes, I want to get another coffee, even though I've had like 2 already today, and some other stuff. Yeah, I'm just driving in circles around this parking lot. I swear to God, Google Maps is not helping me. I thought I was following them. I think I'm gonna go along the right side of this Texas Roadhouse. This looks promising, I think. I'm just gonna keep recording until I exit this place. Is this an exit? No, this is not an exit. Okay, we'll go this way. Is this an exit or is it a dead end? I feel like I'm just circling around the Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, this... Nope, that does not exit either. How the frick do I get out of here? Alright. There looks like a main thing over here. I started, like, where the screen is way up in the upper left-hand side, and I guess I did a wrong thing. But this looks like the main street right here, I think. I might be speaking too soon. I think I'm just gonna go straight. Yeah, there we go. You should all be proud of me. I did not get a coffee. I normally get 3 coffees, like 1 every 6 hours. And 1 right after I get out of the gym. Some of the comments that I also read today were about my excessive coffee usage, which is totally fair. I do drink too much, so I'm not getting one tonight. You know, I swear I tried to quit coffee sometime, maybe last winter, and I don't know what happened with that. I guess I just gave up, unfortunately. So I will try again. Right now, I'm gonna move over to that Walmart. I think I'm about ready to go to bed early tonight. I am once again going through the hellscape that is Kingston, New York, the city of strip malls. The roads in between them, they're insane. I just spent like 20 minutes trying to figure out how to get to the Walmart Supercenter. Google Maps is routing me kind of like behind and around it. I think this is finally it, I hope. Let's see, let's turn the corner. Or does this just keep going? Yeah, this is Walmart all right, but holy God, it was crazy hard to get here. I don't know. If someone is from Kingston, New York in my comments, could you please comment and let me know if the street layout of your city is insane or if it's just me. Right now, I want to figure out a place to sleep during the night. I'm kind of crawling around to a lot way out here on the corner. I think this should be good. I don't see any other vans or campers laying around. I think I'll walk around the parking lot for a little bit. I'm kind of on the corner of a slope right here in a dark area. I like it, but I'm gonna walk around and see if I find any other campers, vans, RVs, anything like that. See if there's any signs about overnight parking, that sort of thing. Just get a vibe of the place. If there are other campers, I might move over to where they are, because I like to follow the wisdom of the herd, you know what I mean? There might be some regulars here. I do actually see a trailer up here. Okay, that dude is definitely staying here for the night. The Walmart closes in 20 minutes. I mean, it's 10:40. His lights are on. He's running a generator. Why else would he be here unless he's staying for the night? I'm not going to park over near him, though, because, well, for one, I don't want to listen to that all night long. And for another, I don't think this is the best spot. There's like some mailboxes right over here. And this is close right up this trucking lane right here. See that? This is a Walmart Supercenter, so a ton of trucks are going to come up here during the night. I know it. I'm going to stay where I am. I am definitely stealthing up nice and good, though. I don't like to take chances like this. I know Walmarts are generally safe, but you never know here in the Northeast. Like, places come and go. I can't trust that iOverlander app or anything like that. People say, yeah, it's safe to sleep here. And then 2 weeks later, there's like a security guard in the lot, you know what I mean? And no overnight parking signs. These overnight places just come and go. So I prefer to park without any risk of getting a knock in the night. I will pay a few bucks for the peace of mind. Not hotel room prices, or even 50 or 20% a hotel room price. I'll pay a couple of bucks, though. Like, maybe up to $15 I will pay to sleep somewhere. And no, I'm not gonna knock in the night. All right, so I'm gonna head to bed. I'm gonna take a lights out right away because I'm tired. I only slept 3 nights. 3 hours the night before last night. This morning, my body just woke up at 8 a.m. Like, I wanted to sleep in a lot, catch up on sleep, and I didn't. So I'm gonna do that tonight. Anyway, I'll wake you up during the night if anything happens. Otherwise, see you in the morning. It's almost 1 a.m. I've been asleep for a little while, but a car just idled next to me for the longest time. I was kind of hunkering down. I just want to make sure nothing odd going on outside. My windows are all fogged up, but I'm not seeing anything out there. Yeah, a lot of cars here. I guess they all must be staff or other people car camping. But I don't know what woke me up. I'm going back to bed. Can you hear that? There's a busy train line that goes through Kingston, and when the train comes through, it honks like 60,000 times. Driving me a little bonkers. Normally I can tune out the white noise, but yeah. I probably wouldn't stay here again, but thankful for this place tonight, the Kingston Walmart Supercenter. Alright, I'm going back to bed for real this time. Alright, 7:18. I want to get up. My body is telling me to get up. Let's see how fogged up my windows are. Oh, not too bad. I gotta figure out what the heck I'm doing down here in the Catskills. I'd come here to go hiking, but the weather is gonna be all overcast, on and off rain all today, all tomorrow, no sun at all. And I don't like hiking in weather like that. It's just kind of gloomy and crummy. And my body's still recovering from a few days ago. I think I might do my meal prep today after all because I am out of food, and this is a super Walmart with groceries and stuff. There's also an Aldi nearby. This is the perfect place to do that sort of thing. Also, my house battery is down to 33%. I haven't had it been that low for a long time. That's due to the overcast. I'm not getting any charge from my solar panels. You know, they were a godsend installing those things, but I became dependent on them. I stopped charging in other ways. Anyway, let's get to a dunks and let's get this day going. Easiest drive ever. I'm at the Dunkin' Donuts. It was just across the street from the Walmart, which is right up there. You can kind of see the marigold sign. Yeah, just big box stores and strip malls deluxe here in Kingston, New York. It's a lot like Framingham, Massachusetts. I love it. As a van dweller, this kind of place is like Disney World. It's not even 9 o'clock yet, and I got all my editing done for the day. I'm making great time. It's still gloomy as heck out. I don't feel like hiking at all, so I'm gonna go back to that Planet Fitness. You're not allowed to record in there, so I want to try to like commit to memory the layout of the men's locker room and draw a sketch for y'all, because it is insane. I tell you, you go inside and you get lost. I actually had to ask for directions on how to get out of it yesterday. It doesn't help that they have mirrors on lots of the walls and stuff. It's literally like a carnival place. Alright, I'm gonna go over there. That's my project for the morning. I'm on my way to Planet Fitness, driving through a trucker's area, and look, there's that Sprinter van that I saw yesterday at that mall. Good to know. I could have just stayed here. He's not even up yet. I guess he had a good night. The sun has actually, well, it hasn't broken out, but the clouds are starting to lift at long last. You can kind of see them. They're still on the tops of the mountains up ahead. I would love to get the sunlight today. I could really use it. I get really depressed when I don't see the sun for days on end. You know, all my hikes, all my photography, there are sunrises and sunsets. I just love the sun. Sometimes I stare right at it. And when I don't see it for days, it really gets me down. All right, let's get my workout on. The layout of the men's locker room there is insane, but it's starting to grow on me. The only thing I don't like about this Planet Fitness in Kingston is the shower is cold. I ran it for like over a half hour and it never got warm. It's actually kind of a nice day right now. It's still overcast, but the temperature has gone up. There's some sunlight. I was looking on the treadmill near here. There's some rail trails. I was thinking of hitting one. Believe it or not, I actually brought my TST scooter in the passenger seat there. But I forgot to bring my damn helmet, so I'm gonna have to hop over to Walmart and buy one, I guess. You can tell there's more sun because my solar panels are sucking down 5 amps. Yesterday it was like 0.3 amps. And this morning I was at 33% battery life, up to 37, so that's progress. Yeah, I get nervous when that battery gets down in the 30s. I noticed right here next to Planet Fitness is a Kohl's. Aren't they a department store? Do they have bike helmets? I'm not sure. Never been in one. I think I'll go check it out. I guess a Kohl's is just a low-rent JCPenney. Yeah, there's nothing here.
1977, David Bowie releases his 12th studio album called Heroes.
Check this out, liter size Canada Dry Ginger Ale. That's right up my alley.
Let's move ahead to 19...
I'm not gonna buy a bike helmet just for today, just because I forgot to pack it. So I'm still gonna do a rail trail. I'm just gonna hoof it. It's called the Wallkill Valley Rail Trail. Saw on Google Maps, just a few miles down the road. Looks very pretty. Great reviews, kind of goes along a river, along New York State 32. Looks very scenic. Not sure how many miles I can get in just walking it today, but it's only 1 o'clock and I do want to get a lot of exercise in. I need to be outside. I take that back, there's a bike shop right here on the way to the rail trail. Let's see if I can get a helmet. So I did get a helmet, 50 bucks. At least I have something so I can ride this scooter. Yeah, this is the Wallkill Valley Rail Trail. I wish I could say I knew more about it. I'm hardly getting any cell phone service here. I read a little bit about it in the car back at the gym. I think the train closed in 1977 and this rail trail started opening in 2004. So it's relatively recent. This is the northern terminus. You go up this little dirt path here and then hang a left. It goes for 22 miles. I'm not sure how far I'll get today. This, I might be kicking it back like a regular scooter, powered by foot for the end of this. I don't know. I want to take advantage of all the days of light. I am here in Kingston. This goes all the way down to New Paltz, Minnewaska State Park, a beautiful park there. I might go there tomorrow, and all the way down to Gardner. I've learned to go easy on these things and just walk it up these short stretches of uphill terrain. It just takes such a toll on the battery. And it's only like 100 feet that I need to walk. The pavement is mostly this fine gravel. Not pavement, not dirt, kind of a nice in-between. I like it. I gotta be careful about this road though. This trail is gorgeous. I've been riding it for about 5 miles. Only encountered a single person walking their dog. One side is kind of like a big marsh. The other side has some beautiful real estate. I got into the idea of buying riverfront or lakefront property to throw a kayak on. But how about property right next to a rail trail? That's pretty cool too. There's kind of a canal on either side of this rail trail. It's quite pretty. So you can tell this whole thing is a causeway. We're kind of in the bottom of a valley, a swamp right now. I'm about to cross over a causeway, a little swamp, but check this out. There is ruins of a house right there. There's also a foundation a little further back. And this side over here actually has a dock with a little trail that goes to that house nearby. I wonder if they actually put a boat down on that. I mean, it's basically a swamp. I'm sure it's much higher in the spring. Oh man, I want to go kayaking all of a sudden. Bit of a detour here. The path goes underneath, parallel to this road, and I guess I have to do a road crossing here. I had to pull over for this giant boulder caves over here on the left and the right. I guess this was a horse-drawn railroad before it became a regular motorized railroad. Yeah, it was called a plank road. I'm enjoying it a lot, I really want to get down and get into these caves. I bet there's some good trails and tunnels in there, but they have tons of no trespassing signs. All along the entire route on both sides is honestly starting to feel a little irritating. Not that I would ever do such a thing. The fence on that side is pretty strong, but on this side, it's all been pushed down. You can climb right over it easily. I'm so tempted to go down in that. If I weren't recording it on YouTube, I probably would. But it goes down quite a ways down there. I bet there's some good exploring. I'll zoom in a bit. I don't think the depth really comes across on video. And check this out. You see that? Sunlight. It just came out for the first time in 3 days. It came out for like 20 seconds on Mount Slide 2 days ago. I need the sun in my life. I can feel it on me. I can feel it hitting my skin. It's a sensory experience. I get depressed, like, I think much more so than the average person when I'm not exposed to it. Actually, I feel like I need a recharge right now, you know, just bask in its warmth. I feel like we all need something like that in our life, just something that casts just its mere presence makes us feel better. This was cement mining, according to that sign. I guess that means limestone. Looks like you can walk right over this part right here. I'm just gonna take a peek down into this. So this was a mine. That's why it's all hollowed out. That's why there's a lot of loose rock and detritus all over the place. I guess it was all dug by hand. Check out this massive thing on my left. What the heck is all this about? That's gorgeous. Those are all kilns, lime kilns, I'm pretty sure. Part of this cement company that operated on this railroad. Look at all the old ruins here, but the one that fascinates me the most is this. You can walk right up to it, some kind of structure. I'm not sure if it was related. It must have been part of the factory because there is a smokestack right up there. And more of those kilns. This was a huge operation. I don't know what's going on right here. It looks like they're building a house just 10 feet from the ruins of that old brick smokestack. Seems kind of curious. We've gotten off the rail trail. I think it finally conjoins to it up here. I mean, like off the rail bed. It kind of took you on this dirt path, circumnavigating all those ruins. That was pretty cool. There are those trees that leave all those little nuts on the ground. Beech nuts? I'm not sure what they're called. They're like the size of tennis balls. I am almost killing myself on them. Look at this. There's a massive cave system here. I'm talking massive. It has to be part of that mining operation because they left these deliberate rock pillars about every 20 yards. This is Roundout Creek just off to my right here while going underneath us. And this is all the Mohonk Preserve right over there. I might go there tomorrow. I've made it to the outskirts of New Paltz. There's actually a trail right here to a rock formation called Table Rock. I would love to go up there and shoot the sunset, but I don't want to haul this thing 500 feet up a mountain, you know what I mean? Wish I had a way to like store it or hide it. I would do that if I were more motivated, but that sun sets in an hour, and I've actually been riding north for 2.5 hours. I don't mind riding in the dark. That's not what is making me turn around. What's making me turn around is the fact that this now is going from 3 to 2 out of 5 bars of battery life. So, yeah, I really don't want to kickstart this thing all the way home. This is a beautiful rail trail, though. The beautiful fall colors, it runs by some lakes and stuff. My one criticism of it, though, is that it is long and straight. Like, I can point a laser down that way and it will go 10 miles down the trail. And that gets old after a while. I'm gonna enjoy the ride back just like I do in the kayak. Not talk or anything, just kind of enjoy the scenery. Maybe I'll throw some music in. Well, something bad just happened. My battery died. I'm just gonna power it off. Maybe rebooting it will do the trick. After the scooter's battery died, I took my phone out to see how far it was back to my car. The phone had a 1% battery life. I'm so glad I brought this little Avery portable power station. That thing is great for emergencies. It revived my phone enough to learn that I am 6.3 miles away from the van. I've been trying to kick ride this like a manual scooter. It's marginally faster than jogging, and it burns out my knees so bad. I'm in a bind. Even my fast jogging pace of like 4.5 miles per hour, if I could achieve that, that's what I do in the treadmill. It would still take over an hour to get back to my van. And the sun set 5 minutes ago, so I'm already in the twilight. I've learned the best way to ride this thing is just push it, kind of fast walk with one hand, like a one-handed lawnmower. Any other method just burns you out fast. I have slightly less than 5 miles to go now, but it is getting noticeably dark. I just want to record one more outro before it got too dark. Did charge my phone back up to 40% though, and I have a headlamp, so I'm not that afraid, just kind of peeved. I have to keep alternating arms sometimes. Like, it took me a while to figure that out. I was stepping over the scooter, whatever. But I only have 1.1 miles back to the van, so I'm making headway. There's still enough twilight right now. Some owls are coming out, keeping me company. I love their company. I love the creatures of the night. I don't fear them at all. I do like being able to see, though. You know what would have come in real handy? Those night vision goggles. Obstacle, there is some green light up ahead. I'm not sure. It whips around from time to time. Is that a person? It's definitely not a bike. So it was a guy walking his dog. The green light was the collar of the dog. There is the license plate of one vehicle left in the parking lot that I see. I hope that's me. Maybe there's more than one. This is the end of the trailhead right here. I can't believe I got through all this. To think I was planning on doing a meal prep tonight. Yeah, it's already after 8 o'clock. No way am I starting that now. I'm going with ye old Stewart's gas station food. Some sort of salad. And I have a ham steak back there that I will add to it. And half a bag of pretzels. That will suit me just fine. Also got myself a coffee. This is half decaf with the pumpkin spice flavor. A little bit of caffeine. I just need it for the pick-me-up. As for where I'm going to sleep, I'm going to try out a new spot that I noticed yesterday driving around. I'm not going to tell you all where it is. A nice free spot by a river. Should be very, very sweet. I think I have successfully gotten my mind off of the troubles back in Massachusetts. I think up until I started just talking about it just now. That's the thing. Oh my God, YouTube. The need to like do this narration and tie things all together. I think I'm just rambling, guys. This is where I call it a night. My body's just tired. Thanks for watching. 2 days van dwelling in Kingston, New York. How's that for a title of the video? Until next time. Also, I have tomorrow all day in the Catskills, so I'm going to do something cool. No idea what, but until then, peace out.